if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of January 2020? Let's tune in and find out. So there's like poetry in the air, Aquarians. Like I just see you writing and creating and enjoying and just this big creative energy for you to be able to kind of like dance and create whatever it is that you're wanting. So there's a lot of creative flow, and I see you being able to take it and then implement it and really create magic and really get it down, grounded and into something that is worthwhile. So a lot of times our creative efforts just kind of go up in smoke and they never get anchored or manifested physically. And I really feel like this month you're actually able to get some good traction in whatever it is you're trying to manifest, through your creative efforts. So this is really good. It's really exciting. And so whatever it is that you're hoping to gain or hoping to manifest, you're going to see some traction with that this month. And whether that's like a personal relationship you're hoping to score, or whether it's a new job or a creative endeavor that you're wanting to get some attention for, or something with your, with your social media. But I just feel like you actually get traction with it this month. All right, so let's look at romantic relationships. So for you Aquarians that are in a romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you. So truth is coming up, honesty is coming up. And it may be something that is, that's been kind of a bone of contention between you and your partner. And you've been kind of going along with it, and they don't know that you're not happy with it. And now it's to the point where like, you've got to say something, right? Or vice versa, you've been fighting about this thing, and now one of you has to let go because it's just not helping the relationship anymore. And you know how sometimes when one of you finally gives in and say, okay, fine, I won't do it, then suddenly the whole relationship, then the other partner goes, oh, wait, I'll change my mind now, we can do it. It feels like one of those moments where both of you are kind of stuck, and when one of you surrenders and says, fine, we'll do it your way, the other one says, oh, no, let's do it your way, and then compromise can finally happen. Take that and do it at the beginning of the month so you're not struggling with this all month, okay? Just do yourself a favor, give in early on so that you can have a great January. Otherwise, it just feels like it's just this energy, this friction that stands between you until one of you is willing to let go. And we do have an eclipse, sudden endings and new beginnings on January 10th, the lunar eclipse in Cancer, which is a very emotional energy. So if you don't work it out early in the month, you're likely to have an explosion there around that January 10th, and that'll work it out. But the big thing is that it's not a big thing, but it's something that you make a big thing. Have you ever done that before? Right? Like something that's so little, and it's like, what is the big deal? I want to go out with my girlfriends on, to a movie, and what is the big deal, right? It's like that, well, it's on the same night as my thing. And, it's like that kind of stupid stuff that we fight over when you could just easily like change. So it feels like something like that where both of you are dug in. It could be a little more intense. It could be about selling a house or buying a house or going on vacation, and you want warm, he wants cold. She wants, whatever, take a slow moving train, and she wants airplane, right? So it's like, it could be anything. So just know that if you're dealing with that, give in early. Just give in early, and it'll make the relationship that much better. And then the rest of the month can just be more fluid, be more in the flow, more romance, more excitement. There does feel like there is some travel, even if it's just short-lived or just, but it feels like towards the end of the month, feels nice, feels easy. Now, for those of you that are single, interested in romance, let's see what's in store for you. This is really interesting. I really feel like there's a vibe that you're giving out, or an energy that you're giving out, that you don't even have to use words. It's kind of like your essence. And you won't really know it, but I feel like this person that you pull in says, oh yeah, I saw you when you first walked in. And you're like, what do you mean? Like, I was frazzled. I ran in here. I was, my car was out of gas, whatever drama you've got going on, right? Or maybe there's no drama and you're just going into the grocery store or going into the post office. But or into the gym, but this person just noticed you, right? They noticed your energy, they noticed your vibe. So just know that you're making an impression without having to make eye contact, right? So just feel that energy, enjoy that energy, and just know that you're like a sprinkler sowing seeds for your soulmate, right? Like, and you're just, so wherever you go, that's what you're doing. You're just sowing these seeds. So just enjoy it. And I just see, people coming in, the right people coming in and being attracted to you. So you don't really have to go out of your way. There's not a lot for you to do. It's just your essence is being open and being creative that's going to bring in this person. So really nice. And it's fun and it's easy and it's romantic and it's carefree. So it's very nice. I just don't see you having to work that hard to attract it. All right, let's go into your career for Aquarians, for your career for January. So let's see what's in store there. Some of you may feel like under a deadline or pinned under a deadline or pinned under the way things are dealing, or like your neck is on the chopping block. I've got to get this done, or the industry's changing. I've got to change things, or I'm going to get crushed. Like there's this whole feeling of death, like, I'm dying here, right? Not literally, but just, that the business is drying up or the way things are happening needs to be changed. Your creativity is what's going to save the day. Don't look outside yourself, because I see some of you wanting to hire experts, some of you wanting to bring in. The best ideas are going to come from you, and then hire somebody to implement those ideas. So you actually have a good overarching view, but you don't know how to maybe bring it down. Or having somebody else with your view is going to help you then bring it down. But I don't feel like you can just hire and turn it over to somebody, because that doesn't feel like it's going to work. So your creative energy is important in your career, in being able to manifest. Let's say you're an employee. It just means that if you're an employee, then your voice needs to be heard too. Like you need to be able to say to your boss, can we do it like this instead of like that? Or, oh, you want it done like this. Can I add this to it as well? Like there needs to be some participation with your creativity. And in doing that, your career blows up. It just gets bigger. The success gets bigger. You get acknowledged. Things happen. Just don't force the issues, right? Like everything has a rhythm. Notice the rhythm. You wouldn't want to pipe up in the middle of a boardroom meeting, right? And so you would talk outside of it or before, right? So it's like knowing when to inject ideas or conversation. Really important. Okay, let's look at your money for Aquarians for the month. I feel like you get a big check. I don't know if it's because you worked Christmas bonus and it comes in early January, but definitely feels like there's a big check of money coming in, excitement around it, and I don't feel any pressure because there is money coming in, and I feel like relief, like, oh, okay, good, I've got money. So that's good. So there is money and you're in the flow. Let's look at your health. So spine is coming up, Aquarians, right? So whether you do yoga or Tai Chi, or, you move, chiropractic, acupuncture, things that have to do with your central nervous system, the vagus nerve, the somatic approach, anything like that is going to really help you this month, really keep you in touch and keep you in tune with your vibration. And it's going to help to ground you, because I also feel like you're having a big spiritual aha or big spiritual opening too, for change, for really bringing in those ideas and cementing them down into the physical. And whether it's ideas about yourself or ideas about a business that you want to start, or something at home creatively that you want to do, I just feel like taking care of the body, the harmony in the body, whether it's through any one of those means I talked about, whether it's just, yoga at home on YouTube, or whether you actually go to a chiropractor or a somatic therapist, or an acupuncturist, it's going to allow the energy to come in so it's not so frenetic, so you can ground it and help to manifest it. So it's going to pay for itself, actually. If you're paying to go see somebody, it's going to help your creativity and really get you more grounded so that you can implement those things. All right, let's look at the unexpected for Aquarians for this month. I feel like you have a lot to do. Like you may have a big project, but the good news is I feel like you're happy about it. Like it doesn't matter. Like we're going to get it done. It's going to be okay. I just don't feel the pressure, even though I see all this stuff that needs to be done. I'm happy doing it. There's just this happiness with it. And that could be because you're in the right romantic relationship. It could be that It's just because you're taking better care of yourself. But the excitement is that even though you have so much to do, I am so happy. So there's a real positive flow that you have access to. Now, all of us can get down on ourselves or have a backbreaking day. But the good news is to know that you can shift gears just with that breath, take care of yourself physically, and you get back on top right away. All right, you guys, have an amazing 2020. Thank you so much for viewing and liking and sharing and commenting on my intuitive astrology. I look forward to seeing you each and every month. And until then, have a great day, everybody.